My name is Janet Allen. I was born in New Hampshire. I was adopted when I was 3 months old. I've never had access to my birth certificate. One day I was speaking up in the back of the hall behind me to a representative who had a great deal of power in the House. And he kept calling me a child. He kept saying, well, you're a child and you cannot have your birth certificate. And I said, but I'm not a child, I'm an adult. And he put his finger out right in my face and he said, no, you are not.
Child and Family Services was against us because they perform a lot of adoptions, and they thought that this would hurt them in terms of their business. A number of lawyers who perform the adoption service. Adoption's a big business.
It was not an easy choice for Child and Family to make to oppose the bill. We thought that birth parents had been promised by the state that they could maintain the confidentiality.
The implementation of the mandatory openness policies in the states where, the few states where these have been imposed, needs further study to determine the extent of the harms that are resulting.
Since this bill took effect and adoptees have been able to get their original birth certificates, the sky obviously has not fallen.
We have not seen the horror stories. We have not seen the negative impact on our business processes.
There were a lot of people who threw up cost as an element why we shouldn't do this. It doesn't cost us anything.
I think the process has kind of proved out that, it's really not that cumbersome.
In New Hampshire, we're the most frugal state in the United States, and we did it. We did it based on the $12 fee that we charge everybody else.
And it's been a fairly easy thing to accommodate. And on top of that, we have a couple of good stories to live through as well.
On January 3rd, when I was able, finally, to get a copy of my original birth certificate, walking down that hallway, I was extremely happy. I was excited. I was also a little nervous. I can remember going up to the counter, and I gave them the form and my money, and then they suddenly, just as easy as could be, they handed it to me. It was as though I stepped over a magic line and suddenly I was equal to everybody else in that room. And I am often tempted to go up there and fill out another form and pay another $12 and get it again just because I can.